Okay, let's head over to Julia's place. Jules, today you're going to show us how to dupe with your DIY. I need to understand what this means.
Well, Tracy, the term dupe really just means like trick, like I tricked you, like I got you, you know, it basically comes from duplicate. So it's very popular, obviously, within fashion, beauty, home decor. You have duplicated the original at a cheaper price. That's pretty much what dupe means. But my favorite type of dupe is a DIY dupe. You knew me, Tracy, I am a diva on a dime. The idea of making something by yourself, having it honestly turn out better than the original, that is the best feeling in the entire world. So I had to give it a go. The dupe that is going crazy on the internet right now, which is the Anthropologie mirror dupe. Tracy, honestly, you just start to type in Antha and it autofills. Anthropologie mirror dupe, Canada version Anthropologie mirror, like it goes on. It is so popular. And it's because I do not think there has been a more coveted home decor piece than that beautiful primrose mirror. Oh, it is so stunning. Our good friend Jillian Harris has two in her house. You know, they are so beautiful, Tracy, but honestly, this mirror will set you back anywhere between $500 to $1,500. Ooh. So, I'm going to show you how you can DIY dupe your very own for under $100.
Okay, that's a good deal. I love the look of the mirror. It's gorgeous. I think this is going to be very popular. Good DIY dupe for our viewers. So tell them, Jules, what they're going to need for this one.
Okay, so what you're going to need a mirror, obviously. You'll need some gold paint. You are going to need wood decals, paintbrush, a little painter's tape, and a rag. So, key thing, Trace, I want to talk about quickly is the mirror. Okay, so this is important. You can get very many different shapes of mirrors. Now, if you're really going to go for a true copycat of the mirror, you're going to want to find one that's got this arch and then flat on the bottom. But don't stress yourself out, okay? Part of doing these dupes is really to add your own flair to it, so it's not maybe exactly like it, but it's inspired by it. So the mirror I have here has a bit of an arch to it, but it's not identical. The other thing that you definitely need are those wood decals. This is a key part of it. And you can get these any hardware store. I got these at homedepot.ca, so it was delivered. So it's easy to get those. Now, what I'm gonna do, Trace, I'm gonna show you how to do this, okay? Now, Tracy, do you have any mirrors lying around your house that you could use for this?
I'm thinking, because as soon as I saw we were going to be doing this DIY, I'm like, what do I have at home? I think I have two mirrors that I could potentially use for this project. So you know me, I'll have my eye on, like, how hard is this? Is this Tracy Moore level? Like, can I get away with this?
This is so Tracy Moore level. You will have no problems with this, I promise. So I've got a mirror here and I'm going to go through the steps. So the first step, Trace, this one's a really basic, obvious one, but you need to clean the mirror. I know, sounds ridiculous. But if you have dust on it, the paint won't stick. Okay, next step, Trace, painter's tape. So what you want to do is just frame the mirror, put the tape on there, so we're not going to get any actual paint on the glass. We're only going to work on the frame. Okay, now, easy. See, look, Trace, we're whipping through this. Not hard at all. Next thing you're going to do is we're going to measure the top of the mirror, because that's where we're going to put that first wood decal. And we want to make sure it's in the center of the mirror. So if you measure across this little mirror I've got here, we've got 13 inches across. So if my math is correct, that's at 6.5. Put a little dot there. And that, my friend, is where we're going to glue our first decal. Okay, so what we're going to use is this Gorilla Glue. This stuff, Tracy, is crazy. I tell you, it's absolutely crazy. You know me, I'm obsessed with glue. Fabric glue, I use it all the time. This is a wood glue. And you think it's not going to work, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, boom, it's like solid as a rock. So don't fall for it, okay? It looks like you think you're going to need more. You don't. Just put a little dab on the wood decal, only on the part that's going to touch the mirror. Okay, so we put that on there like that. And then I'm just going to put this underneath it here to let it dry. And then you're going to take the other pieces, Trace, and you'll do the same thing down at the bottom. And then all you got to do is really just let them dry. And I'm telling you, these things will stick like you've never seen before.
How long does it usually take for them to dry, Jules?
Okay, I'm gonna say 2.5 hours, and I mean 2.5 hours exactly. Like you go down and you check it at 2 hours, you're like, oh, come on, like what's going on here? 2.5 hours, boom, that thing is never moving. So it's really good. So once you've got all that down, comes the fun part. Now we're gonna paint. So I've just got gold paint here. I went with a water-based paint, because you know me, but you can use spray paint as well. And then all you're gonna do is start painting your frame gold. That's it. Just start painting along, and then you may need 2 or 3 coats. And that, you know what, Trace? That's pretty much it. Paint the whole mirror, then remove the tape, and then you're done.
Ta-da!
Have I convinced you, Tracy? Are you going to do this?
Well, the
Come
fact
on,
that
can
you
you
did
do it?
this for how many dollars? How many dollars did this cost, Jules?
Okay, Tracy, this was under $90. And this is the final look. Like, really? Come on, Jillian Harris, you can borrow mine. I'll lend it to you, honey. It's not a problem.
You did a really good job there, Jules. And folks at home, if you try this DIY, take a picture. Post your dupe using the hashtag Cityline Mirror Dupe. We want to see it. We'll throw it up on the show. We'll talk about it. Remember to tag us in at Cityline. We love to see how you all make out on this one. Jules, so